Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick update video in 4K on my iPhone to showcase this shelf, a little shelfie update, if you will. I've bought some shelves, I've added some figures to them. As you can see here, this basically represents the bulk of my Iron Man 3 collection. So we'll just starting from the left over here, you have Igor. It was made famous by, just being able to lift heavy crap. Actually, saw Iron Man lift some pretty heavy stuff too, so I'm not really sure what that was all about. But it's a really cool figure nonetheless. A real ape-like Kong quality to it. I just really like it. It's got great details in the paint here. Just really smitten with this. Through and through. This one is broken, as many of my figures are. A lot of the figures that I get, I buy them or I get them for free because they're broken. The finger, as you can see, is not all the way in the joint. I'm still trying to figure out a way to do that. I haven't put a lot of thought into it, but maybe someday I will. Next to him is the bouncing badass baby brother of all these armors on the shelf, the Mark 42 autonomous prehensile suit. Can't believe I knew that. Hashtag nerd alert. But this was meant to be the primary armor for the bulk of the Iron Man 3 movie. Didn't have a whole lot of appearances in the film overall compared to other movies because the film was really more about Tony Stark as Iron Man than it was about the armor, which is why Iron Man 3 is my favorite Iron Man movie. Next to him is Starboost, and look how cool he is. Yeah, suit designed for operation in zero-G in a vacuum. Look at all that great solar panel motif going on there, carbon fiber solar panel motif going on there. That's fantastic. I've opted to use, it comes with two face masks, one with the open eye ports and one with closed. Went with that one just because I just dig the spacesuit vibe. All right, next to Starboost is the Silver Centurion, based on a Iron Man armor variant made famous, I think it was Iron Man 200 was the cover, which I first saw it. Great upgrade. Stuck around for several issues before being retired, but Bob Layton, I think we had to thank for that. Great design. Had some really awesome moments in the film. Got blades to come out of those hands. Pretty badass. This is sneaky. The Mark 15 says there on his armor. Some pretty awesome text work going on. I dig this one a lot. It was actually the last one that I picked up. And I'll tell you why in a second here. But next to Sneaky is Heartbreaker, who was the first one to show up on the scene in the House Party Protocol, led the pack. Really tough looking armor. I think it's kind of based on the design is based on the Ultimate Iron Man from the Ultimate line of Marvel comic books. And this is Shotgun. Cool shades, bro. I've got him getting ready to use his very unique looking unibeam there. That was the inspiration for that particular pose. This one I paid full price for. Might have paid a little bit more actually. I got it in the aftermarket. Same with Sneaky. This one is Red Snapper, for obvious reasons, because he's red and he snaps. But this is a power pose series, not a very limited articulation on this one. He's kind of locked in a sort of a slightly twisted torso pose, which kind of works for me because that's kind of the only way that I could ever imagine myself doing anything with those arms. It just makes everything look so awkward. But I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. This one is also broken. Head snapped off at the neck, the very base of the ball joint. It's not anything that can be repaired. I would have to replace that whole body to get that to work properly. Down here, doing the ground pound, is Iron Patriot. Not nearly as cool as War Machine, who I have coming in, by the way. Well, Mark 4 should be here sometime, next week, I would imagine. They're going to check their inventory for me on Wednesday and see if they've got it. If they do, then I've got one reserved for me. Really slick. This one was put together from spare parts, legitimately. I had to buy that body. I found several arms and had to buy that head. Yeah. Just kind of put it together for cheap. I got that for little or nothing. And back here is good old Disco. I can't remember his mark. Is it 25? Not sure. A little action going on there reminiscent of the Mark 7 with the torso in the back. And a few other things that I just can't put together. I'm sure the bigger experts than me would be able to tell you what they are. And right here we've got Ironmonger, totally breaking the mold for the Iron Man 3 vibe, rather. But I don't care. I love this figure. I love how it plays with the light. It's glorious, and I really didn't have, apart from putting it here, I didn't really have a place for it. So Ironmonger goes on the shelf with the Iron Man 3 armors. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the Iron Man 3 collection in my studio. Oh yeah, essentially what you're looking at here from, and you'd have to move him over, but Sneaky, Starboost, Silver Centurion, Heartbreaker, Shotgun, Red Snapper, and Disco are the first 7 armors to pop up in that really awesome lineup on the screen when they first showed up for the House Party Protocol at the ship. And that's about it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Be good to your plastic, and I'll see you shortly with another similar video with Star Wars people.